Born Sally in Struthers on July 28, 1947, in Portland, Oregon, she emerged into a world shaped by her father, Robert Alden Struthers, a surgeon whose career carried an aura of prestige, and her mother, Margaret Caroline, who anchored the family alongside Sally's sister, Sue. Yet beneath the veneer of a medical household stability, cracks formed early when her father walked out around her 10th year, leaving Margaret to raise two daughters in a home suddenly stripped of security and upheaval. That etched resilience into Sally's core, gifting her an emotional reservoir she'd later channel into roles that resonated across screens and stages. Her childhood, marked by this fracture, taught her to navigate loss with grit, a trait that would define her performances and her life. Her first foray into entertainment came in the late 1960s, tentative steps into a world that would soon embrace her. In 1970, she landed a small but electric role in 5 Easy Pieces, sharing the screen with Jack Nicholson. A towering figure, her brief scenes crackled with presence, proving she could hold her own in a critically lauded film. This debut wasn't just a credit. It was a beacon, signaling her arrival in Hollywood's orbit. That same year, she dipped into television, popping up on the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour and the Tim Conway Comedy Hour, where her quick wit and elastic comedic timing hinted at a versatility that would become her hallmark. These early gigs were more than exposure. They were a crucible, forging her ability to pivot between humor and heart. In 1971, the earth shifted beneath her when she was cast as Gloria Stivic in All in the Family, a sitcom that didn't just entertain but rewrote the rules of television. As the daughter of Archie and Edith Bunker and wife to Michael Meathead Stivic, she embodied a woman straddling her father's old-school dogma and her husband's radical ideals. Struthers infused Gloria with warmth, defiance, and a spark that made her a household name overnight. From 1971 to 1978, she rode the wave of a show that tackled racism, feminism, and generational divides with audacity. Her performance wasn't just acting. It was alchemy, blending comedy and drama into a portrayal that earned her Emmys and cemented the series as a cultural titan. Yet Gloria was more than a role. It was a mirror for millions, reflecting the tensions of a changing America, and Struthers, barely in her 20s, carried that weight with grace. In 1972, she stretched her wings in the crime thriller The Getaway, starring alongside Steve McQueen and Ollie McGraw as a veterinarian's restless wife, a role that thrust her into cinematic intensity. Far from sitcom laughter, the film's box office roar amplified her rising star, proving she could navigate gritty drama with the same ease as humor. In 1977, she dove deeper into raw territory with the TV movie Intimate Strangers, playing a domestic abuse survivor in one of television's first confrontations with the issue. Her wrenching portrayal drew eyes to a taboo subject, earning her accolades as an actress unafraid of heavy, urgent stories. Her connection to All in the Family endured, and from 1982 to 1983, she revived Gloria in the spin-off Gloria, portraying a single mother carving her own path. Though the show faded after one season, it let her explore new facets of a character etched into pop culture. Around this time, she became a familiar face on Win, Lose, or Draw. Her infectious charm and humor lighting up game shows, a testament to her ability to captivate in any format. In the early 2000s, she joined Gilmore Girls as Babette Dell, the eccentric, big-hearted neighbor in Stars Hollow, her comedic flair and warmth making her a fan favorite. Weaving her into the fabric of a cult classic from 2003, she played Louise Miller in Still Standing, a manipulative mother whose sharp edges showcase Struthers' knack for layered roles. These performances bridged decades, from 1970s sitcoms to 2000s gems, proving her timeless adaptability. Her voice work flourished too, breathing life into the Pebbles and Bam Bam Show, Fred Flintstone and Friends, Disney's Tailspin, Dinosaurs, Droopy, Master Detective, and Betsy's Kindergarten Adventures, her distinctive voice reaching kids and adults alike, a testament to her range across primetime laughs and Saturday morning cartoons. On stage, she was a force, starring in Grease at the Eugene O'Neill Theater from 1994 to 1998. Her musical verve and comedic timing electrifying audiences. She later embodied Miss Hannigan and Annie at the Fabulous Fox Theater and on national tour, blending humor and villainy into a performance critics hailed as magnetic from the early 2000s. She became a cornerstone at Maine's Ogunquit Playhouse, dazzling in Love Letters, Curtains, Cinderella, Hello, Dolly, and The Drowsy Chaperone, Her. Versatility spanning comedy, drama, and song. In 2012, she played Roz Klein in 9 to 5. The musical, her comedic energy ablaze, and from 2015 to 2016, she shone as Agnes Gooch in Mame at Riverside Center Dinner Theater, proving her stage fire burned bright. Her theater work wasn't just performance. It was a love letter to the craft, rooted in a lifelong passion for live audiences. On December 18, 1977, Struthers wed psychiatrist William C. Rader in Los Angeles, a union that married her Hollywood whirlwind to his medical world. Rader, later known for controversial alternative medicine, was then a respected psychiatrist. For Struthers, fresh off her Emmy-winning Gloria, the marriage offered a quieter harbor amid fame's storm. Their daughter, Samantha, born soon after, became her North Star. Struthers called motherhood her deepest joy, a grounding force that reshaped her priorities. She fiercely supported Samantha's path into psychology and holistic healing, nurturing a bond that transcended fame. Yet after 5 years, fissures grew, and on January 19, 1983, their divorce finalized, a painful split. But Struthers leaned into her role as a devoted mother, ensuring Samantha's world remained steady while she juggled TV, stage, and activism. Her resilience shone, channeling personal loss into professional drive. Reflecting on her career, one figure looms largest: Carroll O'Connor, her on-screen father, Archie Bunker, in All in the Family. At 78, Struthers now unveils the raw truth about their bond, a relationship that shaped her craft and soul. Carroll wasn't just Archie. She declares, he was a deeply compassionate, brilliant man with a heart vaster than anyone knew. That gruff, bigoted front on TV was pure performance. Off-screen, he was gentle, reflective, and fiercely protective of those he cherished, especially me. He saw me as more than a co-star, more like a daughter. When she joined the show in 1971, a nervous 23-year-old facing boundary-pushing scripts, O'Connor became her anchor. I was green. Those stories were heavy, tackling prejudice, feminism, war. Carroll took me under his care, never letting me feel lesser. He said Gloria wasn't just a daughter, but a voice for a generation. Pushing against Archie's old ways, he told me, "You're speaking for millions of women." That gave me purpose, a weight I'd never carried. Off camera, O'Connor was a surrogate father, inviting her to dinners, checking on her amid fame's chaos. All in the Family exploded. We were on magazine covers, in cultural firestorms. It was dizzying, Carroll saw when I faltered, quietly reminding me the work outlasts the spotlight. He'd say, "Stay true to the craft, the rest is noise." His humor was a lifeline. He'd spin these long Irish yarns between takes, cracking up the set when Norman Lear needed focus. That laughter kept us human, made us a family. It's why the show felt alive. Even when Archie and Gloria clashed, Struthers emphasizes O'Connor's respect for women, a stark contrast to Archie's chauvinism. He revered Jean Stapleton, treated me as an equal despite my youth. His warmth seeped into Archie, making him flawed but human. That's why audiences loved him. Carol's heart shone through. She grows solemn recalling his later years, especially after his son Hugh's 1995 death. It crushed him. You saw the grief in his eyes, Yet he kept acting, kept reaching out, never let pain turn him cold. His compassion deepened. She shares a memory from 1973, when a tabloid falsely claimed tension between them. Carroll called me that night, said, "Don't read that garbage. We're family." He'd bring me coffee on early call days, tell stories of his Navy days. He made me feel safe in a world that felt huge. Struthers feels a duty to honor him. People know Archie, but I need them to know Carroll, the man who loved justice, adored his wife Nancy, treated us like kin. He had wisdom Archie never touched. He taught me to be fearless on screen, grounded off it, to use humor and heart as tools for life. I owe my craft, my strength as a woman, to him. That's the truth I want the world to carry. She recalls a quiet moment in 1976 after a heated scene. O'Connor pulled her aside. He said, "Sally, you're not just good, you're vital. Don't let anyone dim that." Those words carried me through doubts, divorces, every storm. She also shares his private battles with fame. He hated the pedestal, said it made him feel like a fraud, but he never stopped giving, even when it hurt. His mentorship extended beyond acting, advising her on navigating Hollywood's egos. He'd say, "Let them talk, just do the work." Struthers reflects on his activism, noting his quiet support for civil rights. He didn't flaunt it, but he'd donate to causes, attend rallies. He believed art should stir change. She chokes up recalling his final years. After Hugh's death, he'd call just to talk, not about work, but life. He'd ask about Samantha, say she was my best role. He was right. At 78, Struthers speaks with time's clarity, her voice thick. With affection, Carroll wasn't just a co-star. He was a beacon. His kindness, his humanity, shaped me. I want his legacy to shine beyond Archie, as a man who lived with grace, loved fiercely, and taught me to do the same. Her words are a testament to a bond that transcended the screen, a reminder that behind television's most polarizing character stood a man of profound warmth, whose lessons endure in her heart and work.